I found from very early on that manifesting with my crystals was a great way to manifest, a great way to bring good vibes, and also help to manifest good feelings as well. Yes, manifest physical things like money, career success, love, whatever. Like, yes, they have helped manifest physical things, but also like how I want to feel as well. And I feel like crystals are a great friend and accompaniment for that side of things as well. Hey gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So this video was a lovely request from one of my Law of Attraction support group followers who was in the group, and she was like, Emma, was it actually on my Facebook page? Oh, good. Oh, now I can't remember. It was either my direct Facebook page or the group, but a lovely lady said, I would love to learn more about how to manifest with crystals specifically. Like, how can I actually use crystals to manifest? So I did a video on this many moons ago. We're talking like 6 years ago now. So I was like, yep, it's time for a redo. It's time for an updated video. It's time to give some more tips and tools here and now. So your wish is my command. And this video is all about how you can manifest with your crystals, what crystals to use for manifestation, and just some helpful tips and tools that you can use each month to manifest your dreams using the power of crystals. So I first came across crystals very early on in my Law of Attraction journey, pretty much from the beginning. I always loved how they looked, and I was like, these are really pretty, I want these. And although crystals are very lovely to look at and they make great home decor pieces as well, if you've seen my home, you will know that. I have crystals that I use for practical purposes, manifestation and healing and spiritual work. And then I have crystals for decorative purposes, which I love equally as much. And they sit beautifully in my home. And I just love the energy. And even all the crystals that I've selected around my home, like the ones in my office, the ones like downstairs in my living room, the ones in my bedroom, they're all created with a vibe. So I always pick the crystals which are going to influence that energy in a positive way. Like, I don't want amethyst right next to my bed because that's going to make me have some trippy dreams. And I had that for a while until I realized it was the amethyst doing that. And I was having all these like psychic dreams and I was like, why is this happening? And then I realized I've got amethyst right next to my bed. So obviously I am really intentional with where I put my crystals in my house, even though they are decor pieces and look beautiful. I do select the right ones for what kind of vibe I want. Obviously you don't want to put amethyst near like electronics and like TVs and stuff as well. So there's lots of things to consider with your placement of crystals, which I feel is like a whole nother video, to be honest, of what I could do with where you should and shouldn't place your crystals in your home, but specifically how you manifest with them. So like I said, crystals have been something that I've loved for many years. I've collected them. I feel like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, I have a collection. Isn't it sweet? I think those are the ones. I haven't watched Little Mermaid in years. So I may have just I got that wrong. But I definitely feel like Ariel with her crystal collection, well, her collection of stuff, but mine's crystals. If I had to guesstimate like how many I have in my house, I think I actually counted this last year just for the fun. I think it's about 60. And I'm not ashamed of it at all. I'm not ashamed because loads of people gift me crystals as well, whether it's brands, whether it's friends, like loved ones for my birthday, Christmas. Like, people do gift me a lot of crystals. So of course I'm going to love and cherish them too. Then I have my decor crystals. Then I have my crystals that I use like for spiritual purposes. So that, they're all needed. And that's how I justify it. They're all needed, right? So anyway, this video is going off topic already. But I found from very early on that manifesting with my crystals was a great way to manifest, a great way to bring good vibes, and also help to manifest good feelings as well. Yes, manifest physical things like money, career success, love, whatever. Like, yes, they have helped manifest physical things, but also like how I want to feel as well. And I feel like crystals are a great friend and accompaniment for that side of things as well. So you can absolutely work with them for physical things, for emotional feelings, and treat them as real things as well. Like, this is probably going to sound so bad, I do talk to my crystals. I can't believe I'm admitting this on YouTube. Imagine if someone watches this and they're like, this woman is mad. She's saying she talks to her crystals. I do talk to my crystals to set intentions. And like, you know, I am very respectful of my crystals. If I drop one, I'm like, I'm really sorry, crystal. Like, I hope you're okay. Like, this is how I roll. There's a lot of respect for the crystals here in this house. And there's a lot of respect for the crystals that I wear every single day as well, because they're with me, they're on me 24/7. So I personally love wearing crystal jewelry as well, because I really feel it enhances that connection. It brings that energy and vibe with me every single day, instead of, you know, having something by my bed where, oh, I'll just think about it when I'm in bed. Or do you know what I mean? Like half-assed energy. It's half-assed intentions. When I have it on me and I'm wearing it, you know, it's there, it's surrounding me, and that crystal's with me 24/7. So I do think wearing crystals can really enhance that energy. Obviously, having crystals in your home where you spend lots of time also helps. So even if you can't wear jewelry, like crystal jewelry, or have them on you every single day, obviously if you can have them in your surroundings where you work the most, and you know you're going to be with them, and you know, look at them and be able to work with them, that's also really important too. So what I tend to say is to keep it simple. Don't work with loads of crystals all at once. I tend to work with like one every 30 days, so every lunar cycle. I tend to use them with the moon as well. So obviously I'm going to go through cleansing, charging, all that good stuff in a second. But yes, I tend to work with one crystal at a time, just to really give it my full energy, give it my full intention. And of course, it may not be the jewelry that I'm wearing, but it may be like a standalone crystal that I'm working with. So although I'll be working intentionally with one crystal, I may be still wearing other crystals as well. So let's go through the jewelry side of things then. So on my wrist, I have smoky quartz and amethyst. I used to have big chip bracelets. I used to wear them for years, and then I was like, they're so bulky and clunky, I hate them. So they eventually broke off anyway. So when a crystal bracelet breaks off, it means that it's like served its purpose, it's done its job. And again, same with necklaces. So if your crystals do just start disappearing, I mean, obviously someone in your house could be hiding them, definitely, but also crystals do this. Like, I've been like, where the heck is that rose quartz? And I will never find it. And it's because, you know, it's done its job. So what I tend to do is like return them to the earth afterwards, which is obviously where they come from. So I bury them in my garden, so give them a little burial, just out of respect, but also to return them to where they've come from, right? Because they all come from the earth. So that is what happens to jewelry sometimes. Now, I love my rock and roll necklace. So a lot of people ask me about my necklaces. So this one's more of a mini one. I wanted more of a dainty minimalist one this time, but I've had a rose quartz large guardian, and I've also had a clear quartz large guardian as well over the last 2-3 years. And when my rose quartz broke off, you can imagine I was pissed, because it was like not cheap, and also I was like, I really liked that necklace. I really liked that. So I still have the pendant in my crystal collection, but yeah, I don't tend to wear it because I took it as a sign. It kept breaking off, and I was like, okay, this is a sign. It's ready to leave. It's ready to like be at peace. It's ready to be retired in the crystal collection. So that's when I got my clear quartz one, because I felt like I wanted new energy, and I felt like I wanted to bring some new energy in and set new intentions with that clear quartz energy instead of rose quartz. So that second clear quartz necklace I had from Rock and Raw changed so much in my life. Now, I guess some people will be like, well, Emma, you were doing a lot of inner work, you were doing a lot of other stuff as well. But really my intention of that necklace, when I set the intention, when I started to wear it, was really reflective of the things that I then manifested. And it really, like, I loved the energy and still love it. I still have it. It hasn't broken off. I'm just wearing this little citrine now. I alternate them, and I still love that clear quartz so much, and it's gorgeous. So again, I swap them with what energies that I want, or what, you know, sometimes even I'm like, I feel like something dainty, or I feel like wearing a bigger necklace. So I go with what I vibe, and that clear quartz absolutely did assist and help with so much, and brought so much comfort as well. And obviously having it here, the large ones are obviously a lot bigger. You'll probably see it in some of my older videos. Obviously it's like close to your heart chakra, it's close to you. So it really does work with you directly when you're wearing crystals. And that's why I love wearing them, because it just enhances that practice even more. So now I have a small citrine necklace, and I love this citrine necklace. My intention, of course, was manifesting an abundance with it, because that is the go-to manifestation crystal, good old citrine. So I have really loved this, and I feel like this necklace has challenged me in really great ways. So that expansion that I want, it's challenging me in great ways to receive that expansion. So I am really loving working with this. I'm really loving the energy of it. And I just love that it's more dainty and yeah, more like my kind of style, and goes with my necklaces. And my other jewelry. So yeah, I'm really loving wearing this one at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna move on from jewelry because it's not all just about jewelry. So when you receive your crystals then, so it's really good practice to cleanse them, because you know, if you've got them in a shop and stuff, people have been picking them up. If you've bought them offline, obviously there's like a whole production, shipping, manufacturing, whole line. So a lot of people have touched your crystal, and you know, it's good practice to cleanse them so that the energy is obviously yours and you can set your intentions with a clear crystal. So the way to cleanse your crystals can be through soil. So you can bury them in the soil and that cleanses them. I think that's quite messy personally, and I might forget about them, so I don't tend to do that one. You can cleanse them in the ocean, in the sea, in water, river, etc. I really love cleansing them in the sea. Whenever I go to the beach, I take a good little collection with me. I love the energy of my crystals when they're cleansed in the sea. I wish I had the sea right on my doorstep to just literally go there every day and cleanse crystals as and when I need to. So the sea is a really great way to do that. And obviously like rivers, streams, if you've got those available to you, are equally as good. And obviously running it under the tap at home, cold water is also just as good. That tends to be how I cleanse my crystals more often than none, just because it's easy, it's simple, and I feel that they are the clearest when I do that. So you will kind of see what your crystals respond to the most. And also, just FYI, some crystals like selenite, for example, cannot be washed underwater. I made the mistake with, it wasn't selenite, I can't remember what it was, but I didn't know what the crystal was. I was gifted it and I ran it underwater and I was like, I should not have done that. So do check whether you can run those crystals underwater first and foremost. But most of them can be, but selenite and a couple of others, absolutely not. Do not run them underwater. Another great thing you can do is actually use clear quartz to cleanse the other crystals. So clear quartz is a cleansing and activating and amplifier crystal. So you can actually cleanse your crystals with your clear quartz. So that's another great way to do it, which doesn't involve water. You can cleanse them under the moon. So the full moon is obviously cleansing and releasing. And you can power them up as well on the new moon and full moon to supercharge them. So some people like to leave them out under the moon as well, on your windowsill, actually out in the garden, whatever. I would be worried that pigeons would steal my crystals, or Luna would like do something and steal my crystals. So I don't tend to put them outside for safety purposes. So I put mine on the windowsill, or like I said, I use water. Sunlight is another great cleansing tool that you can use to cleanse your crystals. I do like sunlight. Sometimes when I'm sat outside in the summer reading my books, I'll take off my jewelry and they'll feel really nice afterwards, you know, sunbathing. So sunlight can absolutely be good as well. But again, you will find through cleansing them what feels good and what works best for your crystals. And yeah, so that's what I would say for cleansing. And then moving on to intention setting. So once you have your cleansed crystal, hold it. I mean, I don't really think personally it matters what hand you hold it in, but I tend to go for my most dominant hand just out of principle, but I don't think there is a set rule with this. So all I do is I hold that crystal in my hand, whatever hand I feels right. Sometimes I hold it to my heart, whatever I feel called to do, and trust your intuition with it. And also, one thing I forgot to say, you can cleanse through your intuition as well. So Tamara Dreesen came into my manifestation membership and taught us to cleanse with golden light. So imagining golden light around your crystal and cleansing it. So you can also do that. So hold it in your hand, hold it to your heart, hold it wherever feels good. You might even want to meditate with it. Some people like meditate with them on their third eye or their heart chakra, their throat chakra, wherever you're feeling called to go, trust that. And set the intentions. And I normally just say, like, I call upon this crystal to help me in feeling peace, in attracting abundance, or I call upon this crystal to help me to find creative solutions to this situation, or I call upon this crystal to help me in enhancing my psychic abilities or something like that. So do look up the superpowers or the qualities as such of your crystals, because each of them will have different qualities and different sort of strengths and abilities that they can help you with. So even looking into that can be really great, because then you're working with the right crystals. So in order to pick what crystal to work with, trust your intuition. If you feel drawn to working with a certain crystal, even if you're like, well, actually the properties of that don't really reflect what I'm trying to work on, trust your intuition. That crystal will be calling to you to say, hello, I can help with this, even if the qualities aren't obviously helping with money blocks or helping you feel confident or whatever. Trust your intuition and trust what crystal is calling you. So pick one and work with it for 30 days. Don't work with loads at the same time. Pick one crystal, work with it for 30 days, set your intention, whatever it may be, and then work with it. Actively work with that crystal. Don't just pop it on a shelf and forget about it all month. Wear it if you can, put it in your pocket. I'm always a lover of putting them down my bra as well. I have stopped that recently because they would just fall out at night time when I took my bra off, which isn't exactly a vibe, and the poor crystals being dropped on the floor. So I tend to just wear them now or put them in my pocket or just have them in my workspace where I spend a lot of time. So do put energy towards it. Take time to connect with it. Meditate with the crystal. Ask the crystal questions in meditation. Say like, what would you like me to do right now? How can you help me with this? What do I need to do to be able to achieve what the intention is, or whatever it is you set with this? So do meditate with the crystal, talk to your crystal, work with your crystal, because they are there to help you. They are powerful little guardians in these crystals, helping you manifest your dreams and also manifest all sorts of things, emotional healing, help, support. There are no limits, right? So in terms of then what crystals, to use for manifestation, like I said, citrine is a fantastic crystal for manifestation. It is the crystal of abundance. Manifestation, abundance, and also manifesting is very much of that yellow sunshine, masculine energy, right? So any of the yellow crystals are actually great for manifestation because of that sunshine, warm energy, and citrine is a very nice, like sort of ambery yellow color. It's beautiful. Clear quartz is another great crystal to work with for manifestation because it's an amplifier crystal. So you could work with citrine and clear quartz together to amplify that energy even more. Selenite. I am a big fan of selenite. I tell you why. Because although it's not a manifestation crystal, I really love working with it because there are so many great properties to selenite. So again, that could just be me feeling drawn to working with it. And there's no logic behind it. It's just I need to work with selenite, but I would see how you feel with selenite as well, because I love working with selenite. I am also a big fan of smoky quartz. Again, not for manifestation, but it grounds you. It centers and grounds you, which sometimes we need with manifestation as well, to help us let go and help us release. So again, not what I would say is a traditional manifestation crystal, but it does help. Now, tiger's eye, I put this in my Positively Wealthy and Positively Wealthy journal. Tiger's eye is a fantastic crystal for manifestation because it really helps you to release any blocks and helps you to align and really call in your desires. So tiger's eye, I would say, is more of a great one if you feel like there needs to be some alignment there and you're working through your mindset or limiting beliefs. I feel like tiger's eye is a great one for working through that and really powerful. It's got really earthy, powerful energy, tiger's eye. And then obviously in my books, I've put about wealth crystals and money manifestation crystals. So great ones are obviously like emeralds, green jade. Any of the green crystals are really, really great for money manifestation. And then obviously I've put citrine in there and tiger's eye as well, which aren't green. So those are a few just suggestions of crystals that you can work with purely for manifestation. Obviously, if you're working like to manifest love, then you're going to want rose quartz. If have a look at some other like divine feminine or whatever area you're looking at, and just even Googling like best crystals for intuition, obviously amethyst, but even just Googling like what you need help with and what the properties of those crystals are will help you to identify what specific crystal you want to work with. Obviously, I've given you generic manifestation crystals, but definitely do look into the properties of the ones you feel called to, because they, like I said, amethyst helps with building your intuition. It also helps you sleep better. It helps reduce anxiety. So there's lots of different things that even just one crystal can help with. So do your research with that as well. So I hope this has helped you guys and answered your question of how you can manifest with your crystals. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I reply to them all. And don't forget you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. I hope you have a great week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you all in my next YouTube video, which will be on Tuesday. Lots of love.